Okay, so this is for ECE 4305 lab for the fall of 2021. This is lab 12, the square test pattern generator. So we can see here we have my Nexys A7 board, and we're going to be utilizing the VGA port, and we're also going to be utilizing 14 switches. So these 4 switches represent the 4 bits of the red value that we're going to be sending to our VGA port. These are going to be the 4-bit green values right here, and these are going to be the 4-bit blue values. And then these 2 switches over here are our modifiers. So these will determine the size of the square that we're going to be printing to the center of our screen. So those sizes are 16, 32, 64, and 128 respectively, and that's the side length of the square relative to the pixels. And we can see here that we should be expecting a square size of 16 pixels on our screen, and it should be black because all our color values are low. But in this square test pattern generator, we're going to be putting the complementary color of the square on the background. So we can see right here that our square is black and our background is white. That's because the complementary color is the adjacent color on the color wheel. So we could see here that actually I don't really have a VGA port, so I had to do VGA to HDMI, and it needed this specific power supply according to this adapter right here. And I also printed it true to size on my monitor because my monitor is 4K, so it looks really bad when it's in full wide mode. So now we're going to be flipping the switches. So I'm going to put the biggest square possible. So we could see here that we should be expecting a value of 128 pixel side length for the square. And we can actually see the square if it'll focus. We can see the square right here. The square is black. It's way bigger than what it was before. This is what it was before, and this is what it is now. And we can see that I can also change it to the other values accordingly. And now I'm going to start changing the values. So I'm going to flip all the red switches high. So if I flip all those high, we could see that the square is red and the background is cyan. So now I'm going to flip all the switches again, and we'll see that our screen is now purple and the square is green. And now I'm going to change it to all blue values, and we can see that our background is yellow and our square is blue. And now we're going to change it to where all red and blue, and we can see here that we get the inverse of what we had before. That's because we have no green, so we should expect the complementary color. And we could do the same to get a blue background, which we see right here, yellow and blue. And now let's do it to where it's white and black. We could do that, and then let's hold all these low, red background, cyan color. And yeah, that's pretty much this lab. And you could see that even if I do change the colors, I can still change the square size. Let me just show you a bunch of different other random colors. You can see that we're starting to change a little more. All green again, less green, and then I add a little bit of red, and you can see that it just keeps changing. We can even see orange here. But that concludes this lab.